Hi guys, Hobby Butterfly is back again with another video. The promised video on the T34 ZP from Warlord Games. So this is for the Conflict 47 line of miniatures, but makes use of the Warlord Games T34 85 kit. I previously had a T34 76, which got to the venerable stage of being painted green, and thought, you know what, I've not got enough unpainted models, so I thought I'd buy another one. Also, guys, there was the recent Warlord sale, which had some fantastic value under the guise of having leftover stock. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but leftover stock I'm always welcome to take off their hands. They've run out of space in the warehouse. We've got plenty of space in the basement. We can still just about get in here, so why not? So let's open up the kit and have a little look. The box is obviously one of the Conflict branded boxes. Shows some of the standard Soviet infantry. On the back it shows you that yes, there is a tank and then there is a turret as well. I spent a little while, guys, trying to work out whether this was the 76 or the 85 kit. Let's find out together. Cheesy. So inside the box we have, opened it upside down, we have the instruction manual, and it is of course the T34 85 kit.
It's what you might call basic.
It is a very basic kit, so you put the tracks on the hull and the turret on the hull, and that's that. No part numbers, you don't need them. And then has some question marks saying, what are these? But saying that they're an option for the various bits that you put on here, guys. I'm going to be styling this in a particular way, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. We also have the little thing saying, Warlord Games resin kits, do not inhale resin.
Whoops.
Yeah, too late. And we also have the Soviet transfer sheet. Lots of numbers. A couple of nice slogans written in Cyrillic. So we have Zastalina and a couple of other well-known mottos. Lots of nice Soviet stars. And a couple of more unit marking identifiers there, which is always a nice bit of transfer sheet to get. We have the new bits of goodies that I'll put to one side. And then the kit comes in 2 sprues. We have road wheels, which have got a really nice bit of detail on the inside of the wheels. We have tracks. I seem to remember the tracks being a little bit of a pain to put on, but they're going nicely enough. They just need a bit more patience than I'm used to. And we have the lower part of the hull, spare track, the 2 boxes that go on the side of the hull. And then we have the kit that makes this the 85 kit. So we have the top of the hull, we have the other parts of the road wheels that go on just here, guys. We have various other bits of the exhaust system. We have the aerial, we have the long barrel, we have the barrel mount, various fuel canisters for the sides and for the rear of the tank. We have a crewman, interestingly with both separate head and separate arm options. So we were saying that the German Panzer IV kit comes with a very nice crew member. It's quite good how the crew member here has these various options. The head is pretty transferable between other models. The arms on this, guys, are a bit smaller than you see on the standard Warlord plastic kits. So some of the interchangeability might be a little bit lost there, but I can always give them an SMG to hold on to just for funsies. The T34 85 turret, which is really nice, and it's a lovely turret. And we've got the top hatch of the turret, which can be open and closed to facilitate the crew member. So again, very nice plastic kit. There's a bit that makes this the special Conflict 47 variant. Comes in 2 parts. We have a large chunk of resin and a lovely little metal hatch. So here we have the resin turret. As we said with the Panzer 410, this is a really nice bit of detail.
X. I'm calling it X.
Are we calling it X?
Yeah.
I thought we were calling it 10.
No, I think it's X.
Right.
X if you want in German, but we'll call it X.
Panzer 4 X kit.
Panzer 4 X.
Panzer 4 X. Sorry guys, that's adding to the racism. So we've done France and Germany, let's do the Russians.
And women, don't forget women.
And women, don't forget the women. So here, guys, we have the T34 ZP turret. Lots of detail here. The cabling, the run of cabling around the side of the turret is very nice. It's quite a large turret though.
It's chunky.
It is very chunky. If we take the turret and through the magic of video editing, this little piece here can magically disappear. If yours does not do this, please write into Warlord Games. And you can see, guys, that it's a very large turret.
It's chunky, yeah. I mean, you'd expect that maybe from a Russian tank. It is beefy.
And it is a lot beefier than the 85 turret.
It's the cabling around it, isn't it? It's probably not as big as you think. But
if you look at the actual bodywork inside, it is about the right size. And I like that it looks like the Soviets just bolted this kit onto another turret, which is probably how they would have done. The little turret hatch is separate, guys, which is nice. Could have it open, but it doesn't actually fit on very nicely to have it open, so who knows. I can probably do a bit of work on that. So interestingly, you can buy this turret separately for the T34 and then a different variant for the KV. Now I had a look at this the other day and worked out why. First of all, you can see how big this turret is, and that actually, if you look at the different turret rings, you instantly see why there are different variants. So already the top of the 3485 has a different sized hole anyway. It can go on, but as you can see, it moves around a little bit more than we perhaps might like. It's not a particular problem, I don't think. I think that's workable. But now that I've got two bodies, there's no reason why I would necessarily put it on here than the other one. The interesting difficulty I have, there's two parts to this. First of all, the size of the turret is huge. And then actually this is the same size as the turret for the KV. Or the KV ZP, rather. Now, you can see that here, it looks like it drops on very nicely. It doesn't actually fit in. So the central hole is obviously too small. That larger bit of the turret ring there is exactly the same size as the outer edge of the turret. Don't know if you guys can see that on there. What I'll do is I'll do a close picture, and I'll do that picture there just to show you how this sits together.
That is interesting. If you see it, it just says ZP on it, as if this is a standard turret.
It does just say ZP on. Now, and this is literally down to the millimetre exactly the size of the outer part of that ring. So I have two options. One is that is obviously part of the standoff to make it stand nicely on the hull and to keep the back of the turret from there.
But could you shave it down?
That's the thought, is whether I can just take a little bit of an edge off there and even just have it sit inside this other ring here. Just to try and have the turret as both, because I love the idea of having the KV ZP or the T34 85 ZP. It seems a bit of a shame that they couldn't manufacture a turret that works on both.
Standardised.
And it seems strange that they didn't just have, instead of this raised lip here, how that raised lip set in by 4 or 5 millimetres, so it would slot into the underside of the turret, because the turret ring is raised on the hull of this, whereas on the T34 85 it's flush, so it needs that raised area to lift it out of the curvature there. And if you see that the 85 turret, the actual ring, it's about the same size on the bottom of the 85 turret as well. So there's a few oddities about this particular turret. I mean, it's a gorgeous piece of kit.
You don't think they want you to buy two, do you?
Good lord, that seems like a
perish the thought.
That seems like the popular strategy of another well-known wargaming manufacturer. It's hard to be critical of Warlord and the Conflict guys. They make a fantastic range of kits, and so what I'll do is do a little bit of work on that to make it go. But that will then be the second T34 that I have, and the different one. So the plan for the 34 guys is to try and make the T34 88 or something reminiscent of the T34 88 from the popular video game World of Tanks. Again, hashtag using World of Tanks to get more views. It's a long hashtag. The T34 88 guys, an image of which is here, is a dual crew training tier 6 medium tank, which can be used by the Germans or the Russians. Popular little tank, awesome gun, but the idea being that it's a T34 upgunned with the gun from a Tiger 1, which of course is the 8.8 centimetre or 88mm gun, I suppose.
L56, I guess.
Whatever it is. The gun from the Tiger 1 and a turret muzzle from the Tiger 1. And you can see that on the image, which I'll put back up again here. Now, one of the issues, as seen on Tank Encyclopedia, is that the size of this gun simply wouldn't fit inside the T34 85 turret, and that the recoil from such a gun would cause some significant issues for the suspension on the T34. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the stylings of this tank and make it into something slightly more realistic by using the late war gun from the Panzer IV, which is here, onto the T34 85 turret, and either use the original plan was to use the turret muzzle from the back of the Panzer IV and put that on the back of the T34 85 turret.
To flatten it.
There's several issues with using the muzzle from the back of the Panzer IV kit, guys. First off, the back of the turret of the T34 85 is flat, whereas the back of the Panzer IV turret is curved. So already the turret muzzle won't fit very nicely. Looks good, but I'm pretty sure I can cobble together a box out of plastic cards. So what I'll do, guys, we'll leave the video there. There'll be a blog post about this in 8 months' time, showing the progress. But overall, I really like the T34 ZP kit. It's a good kit. Might get on and build it.
Eventually.
One day. Shame.
Clang.